Earlier this year, we had a strategic planning session in Grenada. And at that session, we said to ourselves, you know, Venture has done exceedingly well, but we are on a plateau, and how do we go to the next growth phase? We talked about it and we decided, listen, to steal a march on the competition, we have to use what is called a counter-cyclical strategy. When everybody is sleeping and thinking twice, we need to move swiftly and smartly. And we put a challenge out to ourselves that if we grow by 15% per year, for 5 years, we could double. We were aware that Venture would be crossing 500 million. As a matter of fact, we are past 500 million in asset base as we speak.
And Patrick will testify to this, Patrick Tam. I had the occasion or the reason to say that Venture is my favorite credit union. And I remain firm of that view. The chairman introduced me as a president of one of the founding credit unions of Venture, that is Grasstaff. And when I had the vision to have the amalgamation with Heathrow Credit Union to form Venture, it was because I knew then that credit unions had a very important role to play in the economy of Trinidad and Tobago. Back in those days, we spoke of the credit unions being a vibrant third sector in the economy, the private sector, the public sector, and the credit union sector. I had the view then that for credit unions to play that role, what we needed to do was to amalgamate and to form 10 or 12 large credit unions with branch networks throughout the nation serving the population. Because small size credit unions of $1 million, $2 million, $10 million, $100 million cannot afford the technology and the institutional and infrastructural framework that is needed to compete with the banks and to compete with the other financial institutions to meet their members' needs 100%.
I'm here to bring greetings on behalf of the Central Finance Facility of Trinidad and Tobago. We are here to congratulate Venture Credit Union in opening their second branch. And it's truly a proud moment to know that in these times, credit union can still be opening branches. It is a proud moment for Venture. It is also a proud moment for the credit union movement on a whole. It shows the strength of the credit union movement that we are always going forward. I'm here to congratulate Mr. Percy and Venture Credit Union and wish them all the best in the future.
I am very, very pleased to be here this evening to congratulate Venture on the opening of this branch. Because, as Joel said, and basically Darren, whatever happens to one credit union affects the others. When there's growth, the others follow. If there's failure, you're going to have a problem with the others. I'm just going to take the opportunity, Mr. President, to let you know that you're the first credit union who's going to be receiving this information, in that there is good news for all of your members, or all of the members of credit unions who are members of the Credit Union Deposit Insurance Fund. You were aware that when the DIC had a $25,000 deposit, we were 25 when we started. We went to 50, they followed us. We went to 75, they followed us. Now they've jumped to 125,000. Well, we just can't sit back, because you're fully aware that if we do, the members of credit unions would start questioning just how good your credit union is in terms of their collecting back their money if something goes wrong. And the chances are they will pull their money and move it to banks where there's a bigger deposit insurance. Or they may not bring new money to credit unions. I just want to let you know that my new board, which was elected last week, has already started working. We plan to match that 125,000.
When your president spoke of the $1 billion figure, you know, it really speaks volumes. You know, we have a concept that it's only about the banks. And we really need to understand, if the banks have their way, there will be no credit unions. And we need to celebrate the successes of the credit unions in Trinidad and Tobago. We have been getting some bad press. The whole issue with CLICO, we have a multitude of organizations which invested in CLICO, yet the bankers and some well-to-do persons in the country targeted the credit union and spoke of irresponsibility. Now, that is absurd at best, and it brings home the point of the wishes or desires, the better off in this country to interfere or destroy anything that the ordinary man has and is successful. So I just want to leave that point with you all and to congratulate the board, management and staff of Venture Credit Union on this great occasion.
So with that, I welcome you and wish you well. And this is a credit union. If you market well, I would join. So, welcome to our city.
Before I came here, I said, look, let me call my credit union. I joined the union about 15, 20 years ago, 25 years ago. Teachers Credit Union. People like Donovan Palmer and Wilfred Phillip and these guys, they called me to join the union. I joined the union and I asked the bank to send every month, what do you call it again, a banker's order or something? Standing order. And I swear to you, I called the union because I want to know what's happening. I have never called them, I've never borrowed anything. And I called them today to ask them, what is the state of my business since I'm coming to give an address to a credit union, and I want to know what is my own business. I can't talk about credit union if I don't know my own business. And when they told me that my, what do you call it? My shares are in the upper 6 figures and approaching 7, that I have never taken any interest for 25 years. I've never taken any loan for 25 years. I said, this has to be something good. And I come in here this afternoon. You venture assist them, the small man, you assist them in becoming small businessmen, small entrepreneurs. You venture are successful because you provide financial advice to your membership. You venture are successful because you encourage savings at a time when savings at one time seemed to have been a bad word. Made the point about bad press. Look, my friend, you're looking at bad press. And if I could survive, and I will survive, if I could survive bad press, anybody can. You have to find the wherewithal to turn the bad press around. And in this regard, I want to congratulate your entire board, all your members, and all those among you who have played a significant role in the successful development of the Venture Credit Union Cooperative Society Limited. My dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.